we got a Breer bomb. Albert Breer, he's the senior NFL reporter. The Monday Morning.
He writes for the MMQB.
It used to be an NFL Network.
Yeah.
But he said
also had a lot of terrible LeBron takes.
Oh.
I ended up looking. I was like, hey, why do I got this guy muted? I was like, oh, yeah, his terrible LeBron takes. I remember.
During the Big Three time or during?
I think both. I think both. Just super annoying. Although he did break the Tua news to me at one point.
He's the guy who spoiled the draft for us.
Yeah. Well, shout out to him.
Well, this guy has another Breer bomb that he goes, NFL teams didn't get athletic testing numbers from the Indy Medical Combine earlier this month, but they
What is that, Robbie? The Indy Medical Combine? I never hear that. What the hell is that?
Well, they didn't have a real combine this year, so I don't know. I don't remember all these draft prospects going into Indianapolis just to do medicals and measurements. I don't know where they could have gotten it from.
Oh, so they just had him in there to just check him out? Is that what it was for? Just like a one-stop shop for physicals?
I mean, if you're going to do all that, you might as well have had the full combine. If you're going to have them fly into Indianapolis and do all that stuff, it doesn't make any sense.
Of course you would think that.
You just want that because you want 40 times.
Right, exactly.
I mean, if the whole thing was about safety, COVID, they're already taking on risk going to Indianapolis and getting measured. Anyways, beside the point. But they finally got a measurement on Alabama wide receiver Devonta Smith. They got him on a scale, and per Albert Breer, per his sources, he checked in at 6'0.2" and 166 pounds.
Yeah, well,
he's gonna fall.
What do you think?
He'll be there at 18. He'll be there at 18. Let's just say that.
18.
He'll be there at 18.
18.
We're just finding out this now, but all the NFL teams have known about this for a month or two.
By the way, I'm not drafting 166-pound wide receiver in the first round
at all. You wouldn't draft him at 18?
No chance.
He's a Heisman Trophy winner, Leroy.
Dude, he's 100. What do you think Xavier Howard would do to him? Treat him like a chew toy.
Nah.
How strong can you be at 166 pounds? You're going to be able to take the pounding? Right? Like, how much does Jakeem Grant weigh?
I don't know.
He weighs more than that, and he's small. And he's
166 pounds. More than 166 pounds. And we say he's tiny.
Well, he is tiny. He's 5'5".
Okay. And he weighs 5'5" and weighs more than 166 pounds.
He's listed at 161.
At 5'6".
At 5'6". But Jakeem Grant was a late.
So you can put basically two position players together on a scale, and they still wouldn't weigh the amount of your left tackle. No, sorry. High school ended a while ago.
But Leroy, he tore up the SEC.
The SEC. How many NFL cornerbacks did he play against?
He played against Noah Igbenogany.
Okay.
Which is his toughest cover.
And wait.
Said he was the best.
I'm going to tell you, at this point in his career, if you throw in Noah Igbenogany in my face.
I don't think you still got it.
Iggy. In my face. Right?
He said he was the best.
You're not helping.
I think I am helping. He was a first-round pick.
Yeah, but his career so far, you have to.
Hold on. Wait. Leroy, you are Mr. Patience. And now all of a sudden you're writing off Noah Igbenogany after 1 year?
No, I'm not at all.
Okay, so if he's saying that.
I'm saying
that's his toughest cover.
Here's what you said to me. If his toughest competition was a guy who hasn't quite got a position on the field yet, you got to come stronger than that. He didn't play against Pat Surtain Jr. because he was on the same team.
Played him in practice. I'm sure they had many a battle.
Couldn't hit him.
He couldn't hit him?
Couldn't snatch him up like they will.
What about in the early days? You don't think there was some competition to show who's who?
Sure. In a practice environment, ain't the same.
What if he was just running past him the entire time, though?
Then Patrick Surtain wouldn't be a top 10 pick. I'm more than sure that the reason why dude is a top 10 pick because wasn't nobody running by him.
So let me get this straight. You're saying even if in the scenario, which I don't even think is going to happen, in the scenario he gets to 18.
Nope.
Wow.
Not doing it. And look, let me be clear. It is not an indication of what I think his career will be. But the draft is about prospecting, okay? Picking the guys that you feel will have the most success at the next level. You're going to be hard pressed to get me to believe that 166-pound receiver that you just line up and play is going to be able to withstand the pounding that he's going to take for a whole season.
Hold on. He's the Slim Reaper. Not just the Reaper.
He's a Slim Reaper.
Okay.
You know who the last Slim Reaper was?
Who?
Kevin Durant. And remember we used to make fun of Kevin Durant when he was coming out of the draft because he couldn't even bench press like 135 pounds.
Okay, but yeah, he can shoot over everybody.
Doesn't matter. It was a thing, and people whiffed on it.
Okay.
They're not allowed to make contact with Kevin Durant like that. They're not allowed to be a foul.
Trailblazers went with Greg Oden. How'd that work out for him?
All right. Some Hollywood Hector, hard pressed like a panini. I'm telling you, dude. Wait. Every time he goes across the middle, everybody going.
Can't even do anything anymore these days, though, Leroy. You're not even allowed to touch anybody.
Wait. Hold on. Can't do anything is a lot different than will anyone. Because I know for a fact that there's defenders that want to impose their will on players, and they go out there and say, I'll take the 0.
Okay, but he can't go out there, give a little flop skis, and then all of a sudden the referee's like, oh, that was a vicious hit. That's a foul.
Dude, look.
It's not the 90s.
It's a preference thing. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not saying he's not going to be good. But I'm saying, look, if I'm selecting in the first round and it's my job to make my team better, to get guys who I feel will be successful for a long period of time in the NFL, I'm not taking a 160-pound receiver.
I get you. But let's just say we get to the place where Pitts is gone, Chase is gone, and
they'll take Waddle. They'll take Waddle before they take Smith.
So you're going to take Waddle on his bum-ass ankle, not even healed yet, over 166-pound guy.
Wait. You do realize. Hold on.
I'm asking. Are you knocking there?
Yeah. You do realize you're saying this about a team who drafted a quarterback with a bum hip.
Yes, but he's a quarterback.
Okay. Which is even worse. You're making more of an investment. Boxed in.
No, I'm not boxed in.
You are boxed in.
I'm taking my preference. I'm going to be boxed in by my preference.
Because you posed the question, would they take a risk on a player who has a bum ankle?
No.
When they took a player who had a bum hip.
Hold on. A guy had a bum ankle all year in Jalen Waddle, who has the fastest GPS, whatever the hell that means, in all of college football. And Devonta Smith, you would think that would make his life harder, and he had the best receiver season in 30 years.
In college,
yeah, I understand in college, but he had a thing which you would think would be a detriment to his career or to his season, and he was awesome.
But by the way, not all Heisman Trophy winners are successful in the NFL.
All right, dude, but you think this
Stop.
This guy's not he's not Eric Crouch.
Defensive back. Gotta move.
Look, again, it's my preference. I'm not saying that he won't have success, but I'm saying if I'm drafting at 18 and he is available, am I going to look at Flo and I'm going to look at the owner and say, I'm asking. I'm going to say to them, yeah, this is the best prospect on the board right now, 166-pound receiver. Right? Look who went in the second round a couple of years ago.
DK Metcalf?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Metcalf wasn't as good as him, though.
No,
Not in
he
college,
wasn't.
no.
He
He
wasn't.
was on the field.
He wasn't. But guess what? As far as prospecting goes, DK Metcalf was a better prospect than Devonta Smith.
Hold on. I got to stop you there.
No.
Devonta Smith dominated college football. DK Metcalf dominated Instagram.
I'm not questioning that one bit.
Okay. David
But
Boston had a nice body.
What you have to do is you have to take that size and his ability and see how is that gonna match up against the players at the next level.
David Hallett says DK Metcalf's biceps are 166 pounds.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, he had to take his shirt off to get drafted.
It's about prospecting.
He goes, "Hey, Pete Carroll, I know my game film doesn't speak for this, but here, watch my take my shirt off, and this is how you guys could draft me." He was dazzled.
Again, I'm not saying that he won't have success.
But you're saying not 18? Not 18, Leroy?
What I'm saying is this. If I am trying to determine what players are going to be able to take their talent from one level to the next level at their position, I'm looking at a 166-pound guy and saying, I have questions.
Yeah, but like people who were saying, like, oh, it's Ted Ginn all over again. It's not. Like
it's not. Here,
his receiving credentials and how he goes and plays the game are not like how Ted Ginn plays the game.
It's not Ted Ginn. Keep in mind, Ted Ginn was more of a return guy that played receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Devonta Smith is a pure receiver and a very good receiver. I'm not questioning his ability. But what I'm saying to you is at 166 pounds, as a franchise, do you feel that he is a good prospect based on how much he weighs?
Maybe they caught him on a light day.
Dude, he could have went on the scale with a 45-pound weight and still look skinny.
So if he gets up to 176 pounds.
185.
185?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a lot.
You put him up 2 weight classes.
And I'm still making him small.
180, he has to put on 20 pounds?
Think about this. If he gained 20 pounds, he would still be considered a small receiver.
Holy crap.
Am I right, Robbie?
Nope. Not.
So that is what you're investing in. You're investing in a guy that needs to gain 20 pounds to be considered small at his position. I'm not taking a chance. It's not whether he can play. I'm not taking a chance. And for the Twitchers that keep throwing Chad Johnson at me, Chad Johnson was not the investment that you would have to make in Devonta Smith.
When was he picked, Chad Johnson?
3rd round? 4th round?
He was drafted in the 2nd round, 36.
2nd round.
36 overall, which coincidentally is a pick the Dolphins.
Okay. And guess what? That's the next Dolphins pick. Go ahead. I'm cool with that.
He's not fallen to the 2nd round, bro.
I'm just dude.
I think it's ridiculous if he falls to 18.
I'm going to tell you like this. Okay, when here, I'll give you a good T.Y. Hilton. Why did T.Y. Hilton get drafted so low?
I would say one, he played in the Sun Belt.
No, because he was tiny. Now, does it mean he's not going to have a successful NFL career? No, it doesn't. But when you're talking about making an investment, when you're talking about prospecting, okay, when you're talking about how much of a risk are we going to take on this player, 166 pounds is a game changer.
Yeah, as tiny as T.Y. Hilton was, he was 183 pounds at 5'10".
Right. There. And he was considered small.
Was he coming out of college 183 pounds, or that was his listing last year as a grown man?
That's a fair question to ask.
Because I'd like to know what his combine height and weight are.
Okay. And
even then, I get it. He was still a 3rd round pick, but he also, and this does matter. as awesome as Ty is, like another reason he's going to get overlooked is because he played for FIU.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I guess that works for all other positions, but not quarterback.
183 at the combine.
183 pounds. Yeah.
Okay.
And he was considered small. We all said, hey, his knock is he's a little tiny.
Yeah, and Ty was and look, the Ty dominated for FIU, but
the knock on him was not where he played, but that he was a little small.
But it's still a thing. A guy playing in the Sun Belt against Troy is different than than a guy playing against the SEC.
Okay, but guess what? If T.Y. Hilton was built like DK Metcalf and had the ball skills that T.Y. Hilton had, he would have went in the first round.
We'll take a quick break. 786-360-0790 is how you text us. We're streaming live on Twitch, twitch.tv/790 The Ticket. Back with more after this.
Ready for this? We're still going at it. I'm going at it with Smith and Smolnik.
Oh, boy.
Oh, hypocrite Leroy. Doesn't matter in the end where someone is drafted. So you're telling me Chad Johnson wasn't a first-round talent. I'm like, no, that's not what I'm saying at all. Like, it's easy after the fact to say somebody was a first-round talent. After the fact. But before the fact, it's prospecting. And one of the things you use to prospect is game film, size, really testing, all of those things. Okay.
But how good does a guy's game film have to be for it to dwarf the concerns of 166? Because
that 160, there's certain things that's a game changer. For example, how great was Laramie Tunsil coming out of college?
Oh, he was.
And how quick did his prospecting drop once the concerns came about?
it was just a video.
I'm just saying.
One viral video.
First of all, it wasn't things that play into it.
But that literally happened on draft night.
And look how quick it. Look again. I'm just using it as an example. But look, here's what you do. You look at the film. Woo! Yeah, look at him. Look how he dominates everybody. Then you have the testing to where you can see, okay, maybe we can see what parts of this can carry to the next level. Mm. You weigh him as far as his size. All these things have issues. All these things play into it. And it doesn't mean, I think you guys are really misunderstanding what I'm saying. It doesn't mean that he can't have a great NFL career, but it does play into where he's slotted and what his prospecting position is. That's all I'm saying.
This was like when Kyler Murray, though, was prospected to be a mid-first round pick, and then they got that measurement, legit or not, that he was 5'10", and then all of a sudden, now we could take him at number one. But in reality, though, if he was 5'9.5", or he was a legit 5'9", he still could be the number one pick.
I'm not saying it makes sense, but it all plays into it.
I know, but isn't that dumb, though?
If DK Metcalf didn't run a 4.3, the fact that he couldn't catch would put him in the fourth round.
I understand.
He was such an anomaly in the draft. They drafted him in the second round knowing he couldn't catch.
But he could catch.
No, not at that point. That's why if he had good hands, he would have been a first round pick. The question was, can we draft a receiver with all this measurables, but he can't catch? Well, we'll take a chance on him in the second round.
But for Devonta, his measurables are it's his weight. Like, nobody questions his speed. Nobody questions his height, his wingspan. All of that stuff checks out. He's just he's just
you
skinny.
have to be able to play the position.
But they would say that about Kyler. And Kyler was like, even if Kyler's a Fugazi 5'10", the only thing that kept him from one to a mid-first round draft pick is an inch.
Okay, with Kyler, though, let's put all the things together. Okay? He can flat out run.
Okay, so can Devonta.
He has a tremendous arm.
All right, well, he doesn't have to throw.
His accuracy was not questioned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he throws a hell of a deep ball.
I know. He had everything.
Now make him short.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
But to the argument, he has everything you'd want in a receiver, except that he's thin.
Except that he has to actually go hand-to-hand combat with guys that are 30 pounds heavier than him.
But this is a soft NFL. It's soft. It's not like it used to be, baby.
Okay. Here's all I'm saying. If you have the 6th pick in the draft, right? And Pitts is gone.
I am not going to be mad. I'll tell you right now. If the Dolphins draft Devonta Smith at number 6, I'm walking out of that draft happy. I am.
Oh, no, I think it'd be
no.
I am.
It'd be a hostile draft party.
No.
That's so silly. How am I going to be upset with the guy who's had one of the best receivers in 30 years?
No. He wouldn't be the highest prospect. They would be overdrafting a wide receiver if it's him. They would be reaching if they drafted Devonta Smith 6th.
But what's the number? You're saying you're not taking him at 18, which seems silly.
No, I'm not.
So you wouldn't be happy with the Dolphins taking him at 18?
No.
Okay.
36.
Well, you just don't like the guy. I don't know what to tell you.
No, it's not that I don't like him. See,
he has too much. Okay, I'll put it however you want. He has too much of a red flag. His size is too much of a red flag for you to take him at 18. I will word it however you want me to word it.
Correct.
You will not be pleased with that pick. You think it is too much of a reach because of his size.
Yes.
Which I find, with the season and the career that he has had, which I find to be much more important than the fact that he's not 15 pounds heavier, I find that to be ridiculous.
You don't think that matters?
It's not that I don't think it matters, but I think that his talent dwarfs it, just like I think Kyler Murray's talent dwarfs the fact that he is a legit or not legit 5'10".
Okay, one guy can avoid being hit, the other one can't.
What do they get to 5 yards?
I mean, Stephon Gilmore is listed at 6'1", 200. I mean, Stephon Gilmore will probably cover Devontae Parker, but that's who the kind of guy that, Devontae Smith will be dealing with.
Dude, have you ever think about this? In MMA, they have weight classes for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lightweight fighting a middleweight to light heavyweight. This is what this is. And you think that's okay?
How big is Tyreek Hill?
But look, again,
5th round.
You're using examples of guys that weren't drafted 18th in the draft.
This is the problem, though.
5'10", 185.
Yeah, yes, that's fine.
5'10", wait, he's 5'10", 185.
Okay, so
and it's the fact. One of the facts.
We're arguing two different things here. I get what you're saying about his weight being a flag. Like, you're not saying he's not going to be an NFL player.
Right, no.
But the idea that he can't be productive at that size is not true.
I'm not saying that either. This is all about prospecting. It's about risk assessment. If you are drafting, okay, do you take a risk of drafting a guy that's tiny in the 18th pick overall?
But if we redid the draft today, where would Tyreek Hill be taken? His size wouldn't be a red flag.
I think Kyle Pitts will still be taken before Tyreek Hill.
Okay,
the other guys you can question. But I think he'd go after Kyle.
But Tyreek Hill, if I told you like his size wasn't going to be a problem, if his size wasn't going to be a problem, he would be. Him drafted at 6 and certainly 18 would not be an issue for you.
Okay, right, because he's 5'10", 185,
4.29,
and he runs a 4 whatever.
For whatever he wants.
Right. Do you understand that you're comparing Devonta Smith with one of the elite athletes in the league?
Understood, but he's small.
He's not small. 5'10", 185 is like a fire plug,
pound
dude.
for pound.
But he also runs a 4.2.
A fire plug? You make that sound. What's a fire plug? That sounds cute.
No.
Fire plug.
No, he's built. He's built. And they ain't calling him the Slim Reaper. Yeah, that's for sure.
Pound for pound, Tyreek Hill.
Cheetah is the weakest of the big cats.
Guess what? Tyreek Hill is 2 weight classes higher than Devonta Smith.
Do you know that a cheetah doesn't even roar? It squeaks. That's a fact.
He runs a 4.2. I'll sign him.